haven't done a snack review in a while, but I feel like I need to review this one because I keep running into surprises. This has been the closest thing to a chip that I have found in quite some time. I'm actually in Bali now, Indonesia. I have a huge room and a huge bathroom. It's got the bathroom is its own separate house. But as I'm digging in my bag of chips, this is like the second one that I pulled out, and I'm trying to understand why I have a dipping sauce included in my chip bag. It's the second one. The first one, and I was like, okay, maybe there was like a seasoning packet in one of my other chip bags, but now I've gotten 2 dipping sauces for my. I should have dipped it or at least opened it, but I wanted y'all to see that it came out of my bag. Yeah, it's called Tick Tick Crunchy Stick. You gotta love Bali. That's so cute. The first version that I had of this didn't have these dipping sauces in it. It was like a garlic and onion. And I'm guessing that these are like French fries, and maybe the, okay, that would make sense. They put ketchup in with the crunch, but it's a nice crunchy chip. It's not sweet. That's what I mean by it's the closest thing that I found. And I don't have a scissor, and for some reason it seals so tightly. I can't. I was like, my hands are hurting trying to get the bag open. But yeah, that first bag flavor that I had of this same brand, that's savory and salty and not sweet, didn't have these dipping sauces. So I wasn't expecting them in this one. I wasn't expecting them. But yeah, they're crunchy. They had another chip that was in the store, and it looked like veggie straws without the colors. Like it had that hollow square in the middle of the tube. And I was like, well, I don't know about that, but this was a good find. I'm tripped out that there's a dipping sauce inside the chip bag. 2 of them. 2 of them. This flavor is called Rasa Bawang Asli. Tick Tock or Tick Tick Crunchy Stick. Very cute. I'm in the jungle and hiding away. They serve me breakfast every morning. I have my fruit, my tea, and whatever breakfast I've chosen. And not too noisy. I haven't turned this TV on. The most that I hear are, look, I'm always checking for bugs because I am indeed in the forest. In fact, my bathroom is fully open on one side of the roof. I hear roosters, I hear locusts, I hear different things. Yeah, it's an open air bathroom. See that? You hear the birds? Or whatever that might be. More open air on that side too. Yeah. So in other words, I stopped drinking water around 6 o'clock, so I don't have to come in here. If I'm being honest. I'm like, listen, that first night I got here, I was like, what? Oh my God. And then I had to use the restroom at like 10 something. And I didn't pop that light on before I went in. And the size of those fire ants going up and down the back of the toilet bowl, I was like, oh my God. You ever tried to pee with your knees, thighs, and feet off the ground and off the toilet bowl? Have you tried it? When I tell you, muscle memory. All those little moves I had been doing for workouts came into, because I was doing a full. I said, okay, no more bottled water after 6 p.m. You're done. But now I've gotten used to it, and they brought me some little pellets to put on top of the ledge. I'll show y'all. So there's so many things weren't coming in to visit. Listen, I lock the door like I can lock the inside. This place is literally its own room. So yeah, let me show y'all the pellets. They put, I wish I could turn this around. I don't know if y'all can see. There's pellets on top that they put to stop so many new creatures from coming in. Y'all can see the pink and the green. Yeah, the ants are all up and down here and around there, and I was like, Father in heaven, what did I do this time? Yeah, but now I've gotten used to it. So my heart ain't racing like I'm in an episode of Fear Factor. I don't know why I do these things. I think I'm just trying to work through whatever preconceived fears are there, because I'm tired of always being locked up and not wanting to put myself in danger, or being in fear that it might be uncomfortable and you may not know what's gonna happen, and what if that, and I'm over the tenseness of that. I'm like, let me just go ahead and do it and get over it. Because if other people have experienced this before, then I should be fine, right? I should be fine. Why am I so locked up? And I realized that there's been a lot of programming of, girl, don't try that. Ooh, I wouldn't. Ain't you scared? Oh, I would never. I would have told them. I'm like, wow, we really have a lot of justifiably so, fears of unknown and new. Adventure, I don't know, is something that's automatically in our DNA. Maybe back when, before we went through the Great Migration, but certainly now it's like just trying to keep yourself safe, and just trying to make sure you survive it, and just trying to make sure that you lay low and don't take up space, and keep quiet, and don't inconvenience anybody, and stay out the way. I'm feeling all of that programming out here. I'm doing my best to dismantle it and get rid of it. And now that I can sit in the quiet, I can hear those thoughts, and I can be where I need to be here and here, so I can actually hear, right? I need to be able to hear. And with all the busyness and chaos and I want to say fake concern, but I don't want to call it fake concern. And the socially required check-ins that people do to show that they're concerned because it makes them feel better, or because they feel like it's the polite thing to do, even though you've asked them not to do it, because it's not what you need in this season. And I get the reasons why we are a bride, but at the same time, if God ain't gonna do it, it ain't gonna get done. I don't know how else to say that. Last season, maybe about 8 months ago, a year ago, I probably would have been one of these people as well, that am trying to support and be there and check in and show someone that, hey, I'm here if you need to talk. But literally, I don't want any of that. I don't want any of that. And maybe I'll get back to that once I've gotten my battery charged and my cup filled. But literally, I don't want that. I don't know that I don't know that I've ever needed that from new friends or new acquaintances, new people that I've met. I don't know that I've ever needed that. I meet a lot of strangers, and I'm good with the meeting and with, you know, having great experiences together. But that check-in and that pressure of, so what are you gonna do? What's on your agenda? And did you do this? I don't need you to put nothing else on my plate, please. And please stop sending me messages so I keep having to answer daily. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Please, I don't need it. I don't want it. In fact, I'm resenting it, and it's ruining things for me. Because then I can't even enjoy where I am and what I'm doing, because you are making it chaotic for me. And I prefer that you just did not. Please, please. And then once I get out of this state, I'll have the things that I need, either from a new group of people or from the people that were really supposed to be in my orbit, you know? Yeah, so I'm happy that I get a chance to be here. And again, as I keep saying, I think that the people that were out here in, 2005, 2010, 2015, 2020, they've had their opportunity to woosah and disconnect and only talk to that immediate family and get what they needed to rest and restore. And then there are those of us who came out here, and as soon as we stuck our foot in the pool, then we got hit with a full tsunami of energies, and way too many. I know way too many people now. I left where I was to not talk to people, not to gain another 500 to talk to and to answer to, and to be questioned by. That's working backwards. No, the people that have been here and been doing this for a while, they got their opportunity to do and to get what they needed. And they were able to do that for minimum 6 months. Most of them have been out here for years. So yeah, now they have bandwidth, and now they have capacity, and now they have tolerance and patience, and now they've reset their nervous system, and they've reset their battery, reset their mental health to be able to take in more. But the fact that someone is already on the cliff and already on the edge of just saying, I don't want to deal with humans at all, and then you leave and think that you're going to get a chance to rest and let your central nervous system calm down, and instead you get thrown into a rave that continues for 3 weeks straight. No. So I'm enjoying the jungle. I've climbed waterfalls, stairs, mounted temples. I have the things that I have done, just trying to find some peace and quiet and be able to be with my own thoughts and just think. Like, there's so many things that are vying for your attention that just won't allow you the chance to sit and think. The stupid cell phone and these notifications, they're just all day long. Look at me, ding, 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 something else. Oh yeah, you didn't see this. What about that? Just trying to keep you tethered to this thing. And if it's not that, it's people sending you messages that want you to talk to them directly. Again, there's a status update. You know I'm alive. You didn't bother to check it. There's 3 or 4 different social media outlets. You don't care enough to know about me to know that that's available, because you didn't care. But you want to send me a message, you and 48 other people, and think I'm going to sit here and respond to all 48. I'm not. And I don't care how it sounds, because I didn't come here to do any of that. I didn't come here to meet 4,000 people. I didn't come here to meet 4,000 people. I came here to rest and heal, and I've said it to ad nauseum. Rest and heal, and I know what that's going to take for me. That's going to take peace and quiet and being able to not have to keep answering to people that I don't even know. I don't owe you that. I don't owe you that. And then it, becomes boundary abuse, because I've told you I don't need it, and you're still trying to force your way because it makes you comfortable, and you feel like, well, this is just how we. No. Give me the time that I asked for. And if you don't, I'm just going to ignore you, which is unfortunate, because it's probably, I connected with maybe 4 or 5 people, and there's another one person that I absolutely adore. And I feel like I just met her at the absolute wrong time, because all of the fire that's in me was on full display for like 2 or 3 days in a row. And it is what it is. If you don't allow yourself to be your whole self, you're going to suffer in some way. Autoimmune disease, depression, heartbreak, stroke, something's going to be off kilter, because now you're performing so that you look a certain way in front of certain people. And it just happened that 3-day span was like, oh, well, this is the worst of what has come out of me this whole 3 months. And here it is. What great timing. Mm-hmm. What great timing. So I already knew I needed the time, but not being given the time, trying to do the social thing when I know. And I don't mind the 4 or 5. I don't mind the 4 or 5, because we've actually made a genuine connection, and it's a smooth, authentic, organic conversation. Not this check-in nonsense, not this small talk. It's not that. It's actual conversation, which I appreciate. But we're not designed to talk to 300,000 people. When the lady said, yeah, just you and 20,000 of your closest friends. No, that ain't even. Who said? No. That's not even feasible. That's not even natural. No. Just no. I hear the bird. The bird agreed with me. So I've got some time here in the jungle. Me and all my jungle friends. I have met a cute little somebody down the street. She is just the most adorable thing, and I can't even walk past her without giving her something. Like, I done took sunshades off my face, took my map colors down there, gave her a stack of cash, and I'm trying to figure out what else I can give to her, because I'm like, you are just the most adorable thing. Every time she sees me, she's got to be like, I don't know, 9, 10. She's about the age of Ava, my G baby. She's about her age. And I just look at her and I'm just like, this big, radiant, genuine, sweet smile. I'm just like, girl, what do you need? And I see her walking down, when I'm walking down through the jungle, down through the back pathways to get to this corner store over here, or down there, back there. I'm in between 2 waterfalls. When I see her, I'm just like, this is what I'm talking about. This is the part that I want. I don't want the, I don't, whatever that is that everybody else is doing. I don't want that. Not right now. I may want it in 2 months. I may want it in 6 months or 2 years. I don't know what. I'll know when I'm ready to come out and play. And I don't feel like I'm missing out on nothing. I don't feel like, and if I run across, if I'm I don't want to say fortunate or blessed, because I'm fortunate and blessed either way. If I get the opportunity to run across these same people again, if they decide, well, no, because she's like this, and they don't understand that people change during growths and during seasons, and timing sometimes really does matter. If they don't understand that part, then that's okay. I'm okay not to reconnect with anybody that I've met before today. There are some people I would love to reconnect with. And if it doesn't happen, I'm still okay. I'm still okay with that. I really am. I don't have any attachments that way. Because I'm still trying to hold a nice little grip on the part of me that has to get to this next phase. So I don't have any more room in this hand for extra gripping of this person and that, and this thing or the other. I got one good grip, and that has to be yeah. I met some really, really cool people. And I think sometimes we try to force something, and we try to hang on to things and make it because, oh, look, we had this experience together. Now we got to know each other forever. And it's like, that was for that occasion. And goodbye. God bless you. And I mean that. Yeah. No hard feelings. No. Yeah. Now, there are some people that if I never see them again, it'll be too soon. Absolutely drained all my energy. And I think that they depleted my battery faster than it would have been otherwise had I not run into them. But some of that is because there were some growth opportunities there, and some chances to exercise muscle on the things that I've been working on for myself, and holding and reserving and not engaging in certain ways that's going to completely deplete me to where now I'm just out of patience, or out of empathy, or out of care, and just start saying whatever. Like I think I passed 95% of those tests. So those have to come. Those difficult times, those difficult interactions, those difficult. I went out one time for one thing, and it turned into a group thing that turned into an all-day thing, and I was just like, this is too much. This is too much. This is too much. And then wanted to do it again the very next day, and I'm like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. And still, the day after, end up being thrust into another group situation with the same one or two individuals that were just pulling. Like you can. I don't know who else has these giftings, but just absolutely disgusting energy, pulling and requiring and draining and siphoning. And I was like, listen, I don't care who here at this point. It's a no. And I said no. And now I'm about to block and ignore you. Because at what cost? At what cost? The niceties have to go out the no. Come here and let me whisper something in your ear is nuts. Well, I told you that I was going to do so and so. You should have. Is crazy. No. So yeah, I know what's necessary, and I hope that other people start to understand what's necessary for them. I hope that other people understand that what you need and what you would have preferred is not what other people need and what they prefer. And I hope that you get to live the life that you want to live and not be boxed in, closed in, enslaved, chained to someone else's idea of how you should act, behave, respond, interact. Now, with that being said, yes, there are opportunities for growth. Yes, there are opportunities for you to expand, do things a different way, but wait until you're not on fire. If you're on fire or you're drowning, that is not the time to be trying to learn a lesson. Capiche? But I'm enjoying where I'm at. Keeping some things for me, as I should. If someone were sponsoring this trip and had gone through the heartache and heartbreak and turmoil that I went through in order to make this work, then maybe I would owe them. But because none of that happened, and I pretty much did all the work, I don't owe anybody any explanations, save for some family. All for organic, genuine conversation. Everything else can kick rocks. And I'm going to get off here because that's my 2 cents on that. I've had some really, really happy times. I haven't gotten on here to share those because I wanted those for myself. I met a group of people that just happened to meet individually. And when I say people, I mean men. 4 men, in fact. And they met each other individually, different days, different places, and then invited me to a brunch. And that brunch was oh so amazing. We had great information. They weren't quizzing me down. They were sharing things and like, hey, if you happen to decide to go to this place, this is what I said, and this is what I saw, and this is what helped me, and I'm going to send you this information in case you happen to go there. And I'm like, I do happen to have plans to go there. Oh, well, here's the driver. Here's information. It's a quick, easy read. I love those kind of conversations. Very straight to the point, very not digging into your business, very not trying to prove how much more fun and how much more money they spent than you. Like all of that, I think it's the cattiness that's on my freaking nerves. I think that's it. Because sitting with these brothers was a different thing. They weren't doing the comparative thing of, oh, well, I hate that. If y'all haven't figured it out, I hate it with a passion. I loathe it. Please stay far, far away from me. Okay. But yeah, it was a great brunch, and it was supposed to be just an hour. We ended up sitting there for 3 hours, just sharing our experiences and just being human. Like no one was talking about work. We were talking about life, talking about the fact that we get to live this way and to explore and to meet locals and the food that we were enjoying. No one was prying. And as a result of that, we all still talk. If not every day, multiple times a day, every other day, we're talking. Guess what I just found? There's a so-and-so, so-and-so, so-and-so. So if you happen to make it back over here, this is what we're going to be doing. Oh, we should all get together for an extended weekend so we can go and just chill and hang out someplace beautiful here in paradise. Like, normal conversation. Now, where you at? What you doing? What you did? Did you do that? God almighty. Yeah. My babies are having fun. They're all having fun. I won't divulge where they are, but they're doing some amazing things right now. And I'm so proud of them, and I feel like I sparked that. Once again, I've always been the one to get up and go and travel. I think I started that whole bug years and years and years ago, going to London a couple of times a year, then going over to France, and then going to the Caribbean places, Jamaica and Grand Cayman and Cozumel and Cancun, just little trips here and there until I'm just like, this just might be who I am now. I don't know that I'm going to enjoy anything about what I left by going back. But nobody's going to rush me into that decision. No one's going to lock me into any decision, whether I decide to stay, go, or whatever. So I wish they would stop asking me. I don't know why it's important for them to know that. Why not just say, oh, you look like you're having a great time. Enjoy. You don't have to follow it up with 3 more questions. You don't. You don't. You don't have to know it all. You don't have to know all of the things. You don't. Just be happy for somebody and tell them to enjoy. Now, ooh, I was already there and it was so great. I'm glad she got a chance to experience it too. What is that? What is that? You still competing even in your comment. And I know people, they want to relate, and I get that, but you're trying to also let people know, well, I've already done that. So it's almost like, oh, you're late to the party. Ew. Gross. Stop that. A simple, oh yeah, it is beautiful there. Enjoy yourself. If you have any questions, I got some great information or good contacts if you need them. Simple. But it's not for me to respond to it that way, because people need to show up however they need to show up. And I'm sure it's not facetious, and I'm sure it's not meant, but I read innuendo. I'm very fluent in innuendo, which is the problem. I can't unsee energy. And I can tell when you're in a unsolicited competition. I don't care. I'm not competing with you. I'm not going to compete with you. So you can go ahead and stop the race now. Go ahead. Run fully. Please enjoy yourself. I'm not doing that with you. 100%. 0% chance. It's not happening. Not doing that. Oh, God. The people don't understand me, Lord, and it's okay. You created me this way for me to learn my lessons and to grow my growth. Yeah. I will grow my growth and learn my lessons. And maybe I'll get back to that person I was, very mindful, very demure. Maybe I'll get back to that person, and maybe she's gone. I don't know. I like every version of myself. The quiet, shy, cry at the drop of a hat person. The audacious, I'm not putting up with your shit person. Oh, you're hurting. Oh no, I will conquer the world for you and handle it all just so that you can be better. And I'll put your whole house, burden, family, earth on my back to make sure that you get rest, because I just want you to be okay. I love all those versions of me. And I now like the screw you version of me in this season too. I like all those versions. And I'm not going to hide any of those versions. When I'm happy, I'm happy. When I'm not, you'll know. And those are the things for me to work out. So stand clear. I don't know what to tell you. Stand clear, honey, until I'm ready to come out of this cocoon. Because clearly I'm in a chrysalis at this point. Clearly. I was going to go to 1 or 2 places today. The internet went down from yesterday afternoon until about an hour ago, and I've been on here for 30 minutes. I'm trying to finish up the last of my plans. I've got 2 or 3 more things that I need to wrap up that are just like, they almost lined up, but there's 2 things that if I don't get those lined up, it's gonna make it a very interesting time. So it's like, do I just do the whole thing over and just go ahead and invest, or do I leave it up to the universe and just hope it align and just run through it like this. Did we make it? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing, honestly? And that's part of the fun. That keeps you on your toes. It keeps your brain sharp. Keeps your mind, your heart energized. So anyway, yeah. Love Stephanie Perry. So happy I crossed her path. So happy that I crossed the path of Rashida Dow, because watching Rashida and her interviews is what introduced me to Stephanie, that introduced me to Exodus Summit, that introduced me to Sandra. And there's a couple sprinkles in between there that are just like, you were such a delight, and I'm so happy that we met. I'm so happy that we met. Lyra, so happy that we met. Yeah. Natalie, Rhonda, like there's people that have so endeared themselves to my heart. They can ask me, they listen. And that's part of the problem too. Once you have my heart, and once I love you and I care about you, honey, sky's the limit. What you need, what you want. And I can't do that for everybody. That's not feasible to do that for 22,000, 8,500 people. It's not feasible to do that. So very selective on new energies. Sarah, like, I love Sarah. I'm very selective on new energies because it's important that you don't give away all of your gems and all of your sparkle. And I feel like I gave away way too many of my gems and way too many of my sparkles, to where I got one little flickering glimmer that I'm trying to reignite it, trying to fan the flame so I could. Yeah, don't give away all your sparkles, and don't give away all your gems. Don't. It's not worth the climb out of the hole that you put yourself in trying to do that. So yeah, very thankful for those ladies. Very thankful for my brothers that I've been chatting with over the last couple of weeks. Just, I'm grateful. I've got what I need. I got the family members my favorite cousin, my two favorite cousins. I still got my sister, my daughter, my G babies, my aunties, like my mom, and just in that's already, what is that, 18 to 24 people? That's plenty. That's plenty. I promise you, it's plenty. Plenty us. Okay? I'm on here looking like a full Miss Cleo, but I'm so comfortable. And because I'm in the forest, I do not walk out here in this jungle without my locks covered. So whoever's bothered by this sideways cone, I have to get over it. My hair's in a ponytail, and I was like, ooh, I need to go order breakfast real quick. And yeah, so out the shower and wrap and head out. This one snuck down. These people don't know what my hair look like, because I'm always wrapped down. Because even coming out of my room, let me just, you don't understand. Even coming out of my room, let's see, my cat friends, they like to try to run in the door. Even coming out of my room, you hear those jungle noises? See that right there? That's a whole arch for me to walk up under, full of flowers and leaves and trees and all the wildlife. Pretty sure that's a seance happening. It sounds like somebody underwater talking. Blah, 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 blah. I'll be inside. So yeah, that's where I am, in this beautiful, beautiful space filled with trees and nature and vines and flowers and bees and ants and bugs that I've never seen in my life. They have Texas-sized fire ants here that aren't red. They're black. And then they've got some other bug that has some huge antennas. It looks almost like it might be an ant, except for when you look at it, it's like, no, there's absolutely ain't an ant. Flying things I've not recognized yet. And I'm just out here. I'll let y'all see some of the things, but not all the things. You don't have to know all the things. I don't have to know all the things. Stop trying to be in the know on every single thing. You're going to burn and wear yourself out. Speaking from experience. FOMO is, it's not a thing when you need to preserve yourself. And FOMO is fear of missing out for those that are my generation and up. It's not the FAFO. Freak around and find out. It's not that. That's what happens when you try to be a part of the FOMO. Oh, I'm going to miss out on something. I need to go. I need to be. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Turn the TV off. Yeah, you don't have to know everything. Whatever is happening, you'll get to know it soon enough. Take some time for you. Take some time to sit and be. Again, we are human beings, not human doings. Yeah? All right, how do I want to get into teach mode? I think I've already taught enough just in the regular conversation. I hope that this is helping somebody to be audacious and to fight for your mental health, because I know you're out there. I know you're out here trying to people please. I know you're out here trying to keep up appearances. I know you're out here, you can't tell folks no. I know you out here don't want to really do it, but dang, they know me as, and they know so-and-so, and then that's going to look bad because everybody talking to everybody, and then I'm going to get a reputation. Oh, she's this, she's that, and I didn't like, and no, God, girl, I wouldn't talk. All of that chatter, cattiness. Some people are scared of that. I don't give two shits about it. Because who you met me as today doesn't mean that I'm going to remain stagnant, stale, and ungrowing. Anything that's not changing is dying. So even the people that I say have gotten on my nerves and was draining and trying to siphon my energy, if I met them in another 6 months to a year, maybe I'll be in a space to enjoy whatever their new version is. Or if they've not changed, maybe I'll have a little bit more tolerance because I've gotten what I need. I'm not here to force anybody to do anything, but you're not going to force me either. I met with one lady and I'm just like, you were talking 1,000 miles a minute. You haven't taken a breath. You're blocking the doorway. I can't even get, like, chill, move. Let me get in here. Sit down. Stop talking. Breathe. But I can't. This is how you show up. This is your thing. So I just have to sit here and be quiet until you understand, oh, I'm doing a lot. Yes. I'm just going to sit here and look at you until you, what are you doing? Calm yourself. Stop yourself. You don't have to fill the air with words. Be comfortable with silence. It's okay. Train yourself not to have stimulation all the doggone time. Messing up my digestion with all your craziness. Fast talking and moving and doing this and doing that. Relax. Yeah, I hope you find boldness. I hope you find audaciousness. And if it's not yours to have, I'm so sorry. I feel like it's so liberating to say exactly what it is. Then you ain't got to deal with all the extras. Like this last year, trying to suppress and be a part of a certain corporate, and I was like, I'm holding things in and not able to say exactly. I sent myself right into having high blood pressure. How? And it showed its head again in Malaysia. My head was like, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. that I had pushed myself into that, because I was so relaxed in Thailand and so chilled in Vietnam to that last 3 or 4 days. I had forgotten that was even a thing, because when this is cooled down and you can rest and relax and just be yourself and be normal and not throw yourself into chaotic situations, then that stuff is not even an issue. It's a construct, and we've been told and heard of that so many times that we just automatically fall in. Well, yeah, I guess I must have. No, you don't. No, you don't. You're in a season where things are triggering certain receptors in your brain to cause your body to react a certain way. Headaches, migraines, high blood pressure, inflammation, swelling, heart attacks, strokes, diabetes, all of that stuff, cancer, all of that stuff is just the body saying, hey, nigga, slow down. Sorry. If you don't slow your behind down, okay? Or let some of these things go so they're off of your head. Like you don't have to figure this out. You don't have to do this. You don't have to pile so much on your plate. You ain't got to do it all. You ain't got to do all the things trying to keep up with and be the first to and have the most elite. And all of that's fine, because I love nice things. But I can do this part too. I can be in the jungle and not have to compare my stay with somebody else's stay to say I spent $2,000 a night. There have been times, and there will be times in the future. That's not today. And I don't want you to feel pressured to do that, because people have expectation, and people, that peer pressure thing. I was talking to the ladies, and I'm gonna get off here, talking to the ladies that I went to, we had a rooftop soiree, and then we had a late dinner, and I enjoyed the conversation at the late dinner. And we were just talking about how, I lost my train of thought just now because I had another 3 thoughts that zoomed across. I'm like, nope, I don't want to share that. But anyway, we had a conversation, if I can remember exactly what part I wanted to share with y'all, because I don't want to share the whole thing. Oh, it may not come. Anyway, but yeah. Oh, it's almost there. It almost came. Talking about the comparison. Oh, peer pressure. The thing, I'm normally really good at doing that for other people. Sometimes I can bring myself back. I'm like, what was the last thing we were just talking about before I got stuck, right? Sometimes you're in a group, and the group is not necessarily a friend group. It is it's a gang comparison. It's a trauma group. And you've brought all of that American stress over to where we are now by still trying to do comparatives. And, oh, well, what did you get? Well, I got so-and-so. Well, no, we went over here and it was much better. Oh, well, what did you buy? Oh, well, I bought these things. And I loved the way that one of the ladies addressed it. I'm going to say her name, Sandra. She was like, girl, I paid $25. I love her. I love her for that. Because everybody was like, I paid this and I paid that and I bought 4 or 5 things. You're bragging on getting raked over the coals? What? That's not that's not a thing. That's not cool. That's not, no. But because they were in a group trying to hang with the crowd, and all of that's fine. You know, that works for some people. They like being with the crowd. They like being a part of whatever the end thing is, and they have to be in acceptance. And not saying that was all of them. We were here to hang out together, so don't let me paint that picture. We were here to hang out together. We were here to make connections and to create memories and do experiences. Yes, but I don't subscribe, and I don't appreciate. I rather resent the peer pressure thing that they were doing to some of the ladies, like, oh, well, I bought this, you should buy one too. And one of my sisters was like, yeah, I ended up spending $100 for a dress. Now you're happy with it because, okay, yeah, you get the nostalgia of, I bought it here at this place with this group, and there's some value in that. But knowing somebody else only paid $25 and you got for, you could have had another 3. You could have had another 3 for the same. And I'm just like, I don't, that peer shopping, peer pressure shopping, the peer pressure hotel booking, the peer pressure, I got the best and most elite of, and all of that's great when you got it, and all that's great when you've worked for it, and all of that's great when you've already decided that's what you wanted for yourself. But there's some people that are trying to keep up with the Joneses and they ain't got it. But they feeling pressured to show up like they do got it. And they feeling pressured to show up like, oh, well, my experience is better because I did this, and that. And it does make a huge difference. I'm telling you, the way that I've stayed at some places versus other hotels is just like, what did I even do to myself just now? This wasn't worth the savings. It wasn't worth. And there's other times where I spent gang of money and it's like, but the place still ain't clean, and it's still this, and it's still that. Like, and there are times where it works out perfectly for the money that you spent appropriately on each side. What I'm getting at is do what's best for you and don't compare yourself, and do not feel pressured by what someone else is doing and what season that they're in, trying to keep up with whatever you think they got going on, to feel like that you are included or a part of or accepted or looked at a certain way. There were people divulging, oh, I only spent this much on my ticket, and it was only this and that amount. And it's like, when we know the tickets are only 50 to 100, but you're saying you spent $400 and $500, is that a flex? Because no, it's not. Why would you spend $300-$400 more than what you had to just to? Now, if you're getting in first class, great. Let me not go into too much of that, but y'all get the point. Do not be pressured by what other people got going on, because you don't know what they had to sacrifice to get that for themselves, or how long it took them to get to that place to where they can now do those things for themselves because they've worked, earned, planned for it. Yeah. So don't rush yourself. Everybody's different. Some people have to have Cadillacs, and some people just want a bike, and some people want a huge mansion, and some people want to live in the mountains in the forest. Seasons change. Seasons change. And you don't have to be stuck anywhere doing any specific thing on anyone else's timeline. Okay. Okay. Bamboo, Vietnam. The lady that I bought this from tailored the sleeves and did some other things to it so that it could hang and fit. But for some reason, it's doing something strange today. I guess the way I'm moving or holding the phone, I don't know. It's weird. The neck don't seem to be necklining exactly the way. So y'all forgive me in my appearance, but this is who I am. First thing in the morning, no makeup, no eyelashes, in the jungle. That's what we got. What we got? All right. Well, enjoy your April. Happy new month. Happy new month. I feel my heart expanding. I feel joy and the sparkles and the sprinkles coming back. I feel the gems twinkling. I feel all of that. And I'm happy to finally be able to be here. Happy to finally be here. So, I was gonna go and see the monkeys today, or the rice fields. There's a couple things on my agenda that I'd like to do, but I've got time. I don't have to rush and do nothing, and I may end up doing none of it, or just go do one thing and then come on back. But I got to take my walk and see Sweet Pea down the road. That big old smile, y'all. She's just the most adorable. Oh my goodness. And I also need to check on my G baby, because I know they're having the time of their lives. They've been waiting 2 years. Like, I cannot believe this is finally the time. So check in on them. And yeah, this, even just looking at this greenery is making me happy. Find something that makes you happy. I hope that this video gets a chance to upload. I think the last one I tried to upload, I haven't seen it surface yet. So I don't know if this will, especially since the internet just came back on. I don't know if it's strong enough to actually load this. And again, should have just gone live since I'm talking to y'all this long anyway. I'd be thinking I'm gonna do one thing and I end up doing something in the opposite direction. Started as a snack review. Y'all remember? Tick Tick, Crunchy Sticks. That's how it goes. Just swinging my legs and flowing, you know? Yeah. But very happy for this time. Very, very happy for this time. Okay. Let me put this thing back on the charger and get ready to gallivant and be out for the day. God bless your heart and all your parts. You're blessed. I know that because you're able to watch and you've gotten to the end of this video, which means that you have a cell phone, you had electricity, and you've got Wi-Fi somewhere. Those are not essentials to living, although they feel like it, although they want you to believe that. Those are not essential to living. Essentials to living: water, air, shelter, sometimes food. Yeah? So you have those things. You're blessed. You're blessed. Okay. Until next time.